Hi, I'm Anita Meyer, coming to you from my office in Gig Harbor, Washington. I'm an EMDRIA approved consultant. Today's topic is the Circle of Support resource. I learned this back in basic training through Phil Manfield, the Flash Technique guy. And this is a great alternative to the resources of Wise Figure, Protector, Nurturer that you may have learned in your own basic training. And why I use this one instead is a lot of folks with complex PTSD can usually come up with Wise Figure. That's not too hard. Protector Figure is difficult. They may not have been protected in their life, so it's really hard to come up with a figure that they connect with that would protect them. And Nurture Figure for folks with attachment issues, that usually just sends them over the edge. They just can't come up with one. So this is a different way to do it. So Circle of Support, I will ask them. So we are going to create a list. It doesn't have to be a long list, but a list of support people and figures for you. And why we're going to do this is when we start doing the processing and you get stuck, we already have a list of people that we can call on for help. So this list can be anything you need it to be. It can be people currently in your life. It can be people that have passed on. It can be people that have previously in your life. It can be pets. It can be biblical, mythical. It could be your favorite movie character, your favorite book character. Really, the sky is the limit. So when I start talking about this type of circle support, who comes to mind? That's usually how I set it up. And they might say Aunt Sally. And I'll say, okay, tell me about Aunt Sally. Tell me about what you really admire about her. They usually tell me a few things. I write it down. Who else comes to mind? They might say, I had this pet dog. His name was Sammy when I was a kid, and he was just, I would go to him when I really was sad, and he would really comfort me. So we'd write down Sammy. Sometimes they need more prompting, so I say, well, tell me about your favorite movie character. Is there a superhero you really admire that you really connect with? And they might say Iron Man. Great, Iron Man. Tell me about Iron Man. What do you really like about him? And so we get a list. Again, does not have to be long. And the exercise is with slow BLS, you're going to have them in their mind put themselves in the center and their support people around them. And with eyes closed or gaze low, if they don't want to close their eyes, you turn on the BLS slow and you just have them connect with each person that they've identified and just make eye contact. They don't have to say anything, just make eye contact, feel that support. And I usually add on, because I'm not psychic, I won't know when you're done, so you just let me know. It usually takes less than a minute. Then they stop, they say they're done. I'll follow up with, how did that go? And it's almost always positive. I've never had a client say it was negative. But then the follow-up question is, was there anyone just for whatever reason just didn't feel like they clicked? And they might say, you know, Aunt Sally, I remembered, it was bittersweet. I really miss her. She's passed on. Okay, that's fine. Let's put her in a reserve circle. And this is something that I've made up. So in a reserve circle. So we're not cutting her off. We're just putting her in the reserve circle. Should you need her, she'll be there. And then you repeat the exercise until they have a solid circle of support. Hope that's helpful, and I'll see you next time.